Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunt rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now what we here on today, Mr. Roll Up? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all about this girl named Kyra. You know what I'm saying? Um, Before I kick this off, right? She was one of the homies through my homie Wine. You know what I'm saying? She was good people and everything, but she tried to hit me with an okie doke. So let me run this whole story down to y'all from the beginning. Y'all know how I do. So let's jump in that time capsule. You know what I'm saying? How about that? All right. So we gonna go back to like 2010. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around there, right? It's one of them East Side stories. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the East with my nigga Wine, right? I done told y'all about Wine, On the west side, it was me and Smooth doing the kid and play on the west side. On the east side, it was me and Wine doing the kid and play on the east side. You know what I'm saying? So this one of them type of situations, right? So I'm on the east with Wine and shit. You know what we do? We be thugging. We on the block. You know what I'm saying? We gang banging, set tripping. We do all that. We fucking with the hoes. We at Eastland Mall. You know what I'm saying? We riding around the town. We was the guys. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that shit like that, right? So anyway, with all that being said, this nigga Wine, he had him a little girlfriend at the time that he was messing with. Her name was Sierra, right? So Sierra and Wine always be together, kissy huggy, all of that shit. And then she'll leave or whatever. And then he like, boom, all right, let's go get on the hose. You know what I'm saying? Like he played his role with her. That was his girl, but that nigga was still fucking with the hoes, right? And y'all know I'm fucking with the hoes. Like I wasn't in no relationship or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing for me to do this type of shit, right? All right. Now, with all that being said, right? Sierra called him one day, right? She like, where you at? He like, shit, I'm on the block. What's up? She like, I'm about to come pull up on you. I want to see you, blah, blah, blah. By this time, this probably about maybe my third, fourth time being around Sierra, right? Every time she'd come over, like I said, they kissy cakey, huggy dubby, all of that type of shit. And then she'll leave and me and Wine and continue doing what we doing. So by this time, like I said, about third, fourth time, me and she getting comfortable with me, right? So she said, hey, I got a home girl, you know what I'm saying? She needs somebody to kick you with, blah, blah, blah. Would you want to kick you with my home girl? Wine cut in. He like, damn, I didn't even think about Kyra. You know what I'm saying? Kyra is Sierra's homegirl, the girl I'm about to tell y'all about, right? So Wine like, damn, I didn't even think about Kyra. Woo, woo. I'm like, nigga, she got a friend and shit, and you know she had a friend. Like, you on some hating shit. You know what I'm saying? This how I'm playing with Wine and shit. So Sierra like, yeah, y'all can meet with them. My bad. Sierra like, yeah, you can meet her, blah, blah, blah. Y'all can go from there. She like, I know that you her type. You know what I'm saying? So we could meet up, blah, 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 right? I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So later on that day, Sierra called Wine, right? Where you at? We on the block. She like, well, y'all can come pull up on us, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? She like, I'm with Kyra right now. So Wine asked her where she at. She told him. He banged the line, right? He like, shit, she got Kyra with her. Let's go through there. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, where we going? You know what I'm saying? Wine was like busy. Like he did not buy cars. He could drive, but he just didn't buy cars. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we in my car, of course. We riding around. I'm letting Wine drive my car 80% of the time. On the west side, Beezy was driving my car. On the east, Wine was driving my shit. That's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So anyway, we riding and shit. He like, yeah, man, they at the McDonald's Square. Woo woo. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he talking about like in the parking lot of a McDonald's or something. He like, nah, nigga, it's a projects. Woo woo. Now, everybody from Detroit or been in Detroit, y'all know about the McDonald's Square on the east side, like kind of like Midtown Detroit. You know what I'm saying? It's a little project called McDonald's Square, right? So we shoot over there. Sure enough, this damn projects is called the McDonald's Square type shit, you know. So we pull up in there. It's probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's dark at this point, right? So when we get there, Wine calls Sierra. He's like, hey, we out here. You know what I'm saying? So Sierra and Kyra come out the house. While they coming out the house, we getting out the car. While they coming out, Sierra and Kyra, they so in tune with each other, laughing and giggling about whatever the fuck they was talking about. Kyra didn't even realize that, I'm pretty much like in her face at this point. So they laughing and giggling, blah, blah, blah. They finally turn to us. Kyra see me, oh man, like she was struck there. Like she was starstruck, you know what I'm saying? Like I was her type to the T, you know what I'm saying? Looking me up and down, all of that. So she turned to Sierra and get to doing a little laughy giggly shit. You know how women is, you know what I'm saying? When they feel it a nigga, they do that little laughing shit or whatever, right? So this is what she doing with Sierra. Me and Wine looking at each other. This nigga like, nigga, yo ass always get all the bitches, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like, you know what time it is, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, they laughing, giggling, boom. Now all four of us out here kicking it, right? We all talking our shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting to know Kyra, Kyra getting to know me. Even though we just meeting, but we exchanging words, we getting to know each other type shit, right? Well, with all that being said, me and Kyra ended up swapping numbers that night. Wine and Sierra over there caking, kissy, all of that shit. Me and Sierra, me and Kyra swapping numbers, right? All right, cool. After that, we left, right? Mind you, we never went in the house with them, none of that. We was just outside the whole time kicking it, right? We might have been over there probably like 30 minutes to an hour, some shit like that. Boom, we left. We back to the block, right? All right, that's that. Next day, now Kyra hit my line. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're still hitting Wine line, but now Kyra hit my line. Hey, where y'all at? What y'all doing? Woo woo. We on the block. You know what I'm saying? What's up? So they pulling up on us. You know what I'm saying? Now it went from Sierra just pulling up to see Wine to Sierra and Kyra pulling up to see me and Wine type shit. You know what I'm saying? So this kind of like was a daily thing. You know what I'm saying? For I don't know. I want to say maybe like a month or so. You know what I'm saying? After that, we was all still cool and shit, but people was doing they thing. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, y'all know my timing be off, but I don't be lying about shit. So this might have been like 6 months to a year later, right? I caught my case. I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? 2011. Caught my case. Now I'm in the joint, right? I ain't heard nothing from Kyra all of this time. You know what I'm saying? Since, like I said, like that, about that good month that we was hanging out with each other and shit. Like after that, I really ain't hear much from her. You know what I'm saying? So like me and her, we kind of like stopped talking, but we was still cool type shit, right? Well, hold up, my bad. I forgot to throw this in there. You know what I'm saying? Even though this really ain't nothing, but it's gonna correlate with the story, right? Let me bag it up a little bit. My bad, bag it up, right? So within that month that we was kicking it and all of this shit, right? Kyra and Sierra pulled up on us one night. You know what I'm saying? We on the block. They came pulled up on us. We stand outside kicking it. With that being said, Wine and Sierra, they doing their cakey huggy thing again. Me and Kyra, we kicking it, right? While we kicking it, she said some freaky shit. I forgot what she said. She said something, right? You know what I'm saying? I drop drawers. Swear to God on my kid. Drop drawers right there. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh my God, you really just showed me your D. I'm like, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I'm the drop drawers king, swear. Any of my homies that I roll with like that back in the day, they'd tell you, like, I ain't never did no funny homo shit, nothing like that. But they know if we around some hoes, you know what I'm saying, and they on some shit, my niggas know I drop drawers on them hoes. I don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So, like I said, she said some little freaky shit. I drop drawers on her, right? She liked what she saw. You know what I'm saying? But she used to play like this shy role, like she wasn't cut like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with all that being said, Like I said, we kicked it some more, but she wasn't too quick to throw me the pussy because she act like she wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, whatever. So now let's get back to it. So let's fast forward the tape. I just threw that in there, so I'm gonna make all this make sense, right? All right, fast forward the tape. I'm in prison. I'm gone, right? I did my whole first 3 years. Ain't heard nothing from Kyra. I talked to Wine a couple of times while I was gone, but didn't hear nothing from Kyra, right? My last year left. I'm on the phone talking to Wine. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm about to get out. Woo, woo. I got a year left, nigga. I'm about to hit the streets. I'm about to fuck y'all up. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, bro, we waiting on you. Woo, woo, woo. So we talking our shit. Nigga like, man, you remember Kyra? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I remember her. You know what's up? He like, man, she been on my head lately, dog. She trying to get your info. Woo, woo. I'm like, straight up. He like, yeah. I'm like, give me her number. You know what I'm saying? I'll call her. So he gave me the number. I called her. Sure enough, she put money on the phone. I think she threw like $50 on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We blowing that motherfucker down, kicking it like a motherfucker, right? Mind you, this is my last year. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I was in prison, I was straight. I ain't need for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had everything in that bitch, literally. And I done told y'all this, even with the hoes. I had hoes my whole bit. You know what I'm saying? I told you I had one, she rolled my whole time with me. You know what I'm saying? And I had other bitches in and out during my time. Like I was straight. My prison time was straight. I'm not proud of this shit, but it is what it is. I was good my whole 4 years. You know what I'm saying? When it came to commissary, when it came to respect on the yard, when it came to hoes, I had it all in the joint. You know what I'm saying? I was straight. So anyway, me and Kyra, we talk every day. She put money on the phone every day. You know what I'm saying? By this time, she done started her little business. She get money. She doing good. So it's nothing for her to keep putting money on the phone. You know what I'm saying? We just kicking. Mind you, I'm in prison. I don't got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So every time they break yard, I go hop on the line. Boom. Get a couple of calls in. I go spend my laps. You know what I'm saying? Hit the weight pick. Blah, 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 blah. I knew how to jail. So I knew how to burn up time. You know what I'm saying? Kyra helped me burn my last year. You know what I'm saying? For real. So anyway, it got down to like my last maybe 3 or 4 months. Kyra just disappeared. I don't know what happened. This is what happens in prison. You can have a bitch rolling with you, and then boom, out of nowhere, she just disappeared. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. My last couple months, she just disappeared. I'm like, the fuck, whatever. I ain't give a fuck. I was jailing off the bitch anyway. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, fast forward to tape some more. Now I'm out. First day out, right? I take a picture, I put it on Facebook. I said, I'm back, right? Everybody all in my comments and shit. Oh, bro, what's up? Woo, woo. Give me your number. I'm about to hit you up. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody on my head, right? Kyra was my Facebook friend. So she seen it too. Everybody seen it. You know what I'm saying? When I got out. Remember when I told y'all about my first love? They got pregnant by my big homie and shit. You know what I'm saying? She tried to blame me for it. But I knew she was fucking with my big homie. I ran up on him, checked him about it. He lied to me in my face, all of that shit. I got a DNA test, proved it wasn't mine, blah, 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 blah. Her, right? She came through that same night I got out and fucked me, gave me some head, all of that, and told me welcome home. Now, my point of bringing that up is when you fresh out of prison, you that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like you fresh out the oven. You the best thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? So you got holes on your head. All the bitches want to fuck with you. Your homies want to be seen with you. They want to pop bottles and take pictures and you know what I'm saying? All of that type of shit. So when you fresh out, you that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, with that being said, like I said, my first love, she came, popped up on me the same night I got out and got me together. Same night. You know what I'm saying? So now here it is the next day. My PO then came by. I done told y'all about my PO. She was digging me and shit. I'm feeling good. I got some pussy my first night out. Next day, my PO come by. She feeling me like I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, wine in my inbox, bitch called me, woo woo. I hit him up. He came through, pulled up on me. You know what I'm saying? So me and him ride out. We kicking it, popping our shit. Remember when I told y'all when I got out, wine took me to these girls that um me and him was kicking it on the phone and shit. He was telling me about some girls he had and shit. We went through there that night. Um, we drunk as hell. Mind you, I'm fresh out. So I'm doing all this drinking. I was fried. I went to the bathroom and I passed out in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And they was trying to open the door and shit, but my body was like positioned in a way to where they couldn't open the door. You know what I'm saying? So they just left me in there. I was in the bathroom slumped on the floor for the night. You know what I'm saying? On some drunk shit. And when I got up the next morning, girl was in her room, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like she was sitting there waiting on me type shit. So when I came in there, she told me like you was drunk, you passed out, blah blah blah. I smashed her, right? After I smashed her, I come out the room because I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, I'm about to go to the bathroom. The whole time, I'm like, hey, you know, it's time to go. Just so happened when I came out the room with her, Wine was coming out the room with the girl he was messing with. We came out the room at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I came out the room with girl, he came out the room with girl. We both coming out the room at the same time. You like, yeah, bitch, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That was my second day out. You know what I'm saying? That was that night. When Wine came to pick me up that day, that night, that situation happened. So I'm moving fast already. I'm out getting pussy. My PO fucking with me. My homies are fucking with me. Like, it was a good time. Like, when you fresh out, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now we got all that understood, right? So day 3, right? Kyra hit me up. She like, come through. I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, right? Okay, cool. Cause like I said, she seen me on Facebook. We ended up exchanging numbers. She told me, you know, when I get right, come out at her. So this day 3, she want to see me now. You know what I'm saying? She like, where you at? What you whoop? She like, I'll come pick you up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shit, I'm with Wine. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? So she dropped the address. Me and Wine pulled up, you know, we come in and shit. She smiling ear to ear. Can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Hugging me, kiss me on my cheek. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. All of this, right? Now, mind you, this is 4.5 years later. I haven't seen this woman. I ain't seen this woman like damn near 5 years at this point. You know what I'm saying? So everything about me is different. Everything about her is different. You know what I'm saying? We 5 years older. Our physique a little different. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting down on the couch and shit. We kicking it whole time. She eyeballing me, all into me. Wine over there like, damn, y'all motherfuckers ain't paying me no attention. So Wine like, hey, I'm about to just go ahead and dip. I know y'all, you know, about to catch up, do y'all thing. He like, hey, you know, hit me up when you ready. Woo woo. I'm like, all right, cool. So he left. Me and Kyra, we sitting there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it for like a good hour. You know what I'm saying? After that, she licking her lips and shit. She said some freaky shit again. I just promise you, I don't remember what the fuck she be saying, but like she real smart and articulate. You know what I'm saying? Like she know how to talk real fast, but you can catch little shit she say. You know what I'm saying? So she said some little freaky shit, licking her lips and all that. So I knew what it was. Now, this is why I threw in the part when I was saying I dropped draws on her the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because when she was talking about that freaky shit, she like, yeah, you be quick to pull your pants down and blah, blah, blah. Drop draws again. Fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I did that again. This the second time I did this, right? But this time we in her crib. She get to slobbing me up, right? Day 3. I didn't got pussy 3 days straight. On my third day out, I didn't got pussy 3 days straight. Like I said, I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in Kyra house fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm smashing her and shit. She gave me the head. I'm smashing her. Boom, right? I'm about to hit Wine up and tell him come get me. You know what I'm saying? She like, well, you don't gotta leave if you want to. She like, you could spend the night. She like, I don't mind. Whoopie whoop, you know? I'm like, all right, whatever. I spend the night. You know what I'm saying? She had weed, drinks, pussy ear, all that. You know, like, all right, fuck it. I spend the night. You know what I'm saying? So I spend the night. Next morning, we get up. She cooking eggs, bacon, all of that, breakfast shit, right? I'm like, damn, like she on me, you know what I'm saying? So I go sit at the table, I'm about to eat and shit. She's sitting across from me, just staring at me. I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? She like, I'm gonna be on some real shit. She like, you my homie, you know what I'm saying? We got some history in, blah, blah, blah. Now we being intimate, blah, blah, blah. She like, I know you fresh out, you really don't got much. She like, I got my shit together, blah, blah, blah. She like, you could just come move in with me. Red flag, hold up, mm-mm, right? Now again, mind you, I met her years ago, but it wasn't never nothing like that. Like we just always was cool kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Now let me throw this in there too. Before I got out of prison, I told you I kicked it with the OGs all the time. You know what I'm saying? So the OGs was giving me the game. Like, look, nigga, you young, you ain't no bad looking nigga, you got a nice body, you got yourself in shape, blah, blah, blah. They like, man, when you get out, the hoes gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want you to live with them. They gonna try and get you to cohabitate with them, blah, 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 blah. Be ready for the game. Don't go for it. You know what I'm saying? So when Kyra said that, what the OGs told me, registering in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, this is what the OGs was talking about. So she said, I can move in with her, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I'm not homeless or none of that. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what type of time she was on. So I shut that down instantly. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind spending the night, but I ain't about to just move in with you. You know what I'm saying? When I said that, her whole energy changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like she wasn't feeling what I was saying, type shit. All right, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Mind you, I'm fresh out. I do what the fuck I want. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, wine came and got me. I left. When I left from there, I ain't heard nothing else from Kyra. Ain't that some shit? Within not even a whole 24 hours, me and her friendship was like pretty much over. All because I turned down her offer to move in with her. Right? All right. Nah, we got all that out the way. So let me give y'all the lesson behind this, right? Lesson is this right here. If a woman trying to get you to just move in with her like that, 9 times out of 10, she got some type of motive behind it. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the bait, my nigga. Just for the bros. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you in a tight situation where you like don't got nowhere to go and things like that, I get it because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? If you in a situation like that, then do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna completely tell you not to do it because hey, we the guys. You know what I'm saying? Shit happen. You feel me? So if you is in a situation like that, get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, move in for a minute, whatever. Do what you got to do, and get yourself together and get the fuck on. Don't get comfortable. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get comfortable, guess what these women do? They start off nice and cool and happy and all of that shit. But then a couple of months or so go down the line, now they looking at you sideways. Well, you could be paying bills. You could be doing this. You could be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bitch, you the one that offered me to move in. You know what I'm saying? But this is how women operate when you moving they shit. They want to put this control thing over your head. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it. She proved to me that she had a motive behind it because when I said I was straight, her whole energy changed. Before that, all of the times we talked on the phone when I was in prison, always great energy. When I got out of prison and I came through, great energy. Slide me up, fuck me, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Had me spend the night, cook me breakfast, all of that shit. And then when I said, nah, I'm straight, it was over with. We still Facebook friends to this day. I haven't talked to her since. I got out of prison 10 years ago. I haven't talked to her since. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just go to show and prove it was some type of motive behind that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, what was her motive? I don't know. Again, maybe she was expecting me to pay bills one of these days. Maybe she had a nigga chasing after her, you know what I'm saying? That probably be popping up at her shit. She probably wanted me to be Captain Save-A-Ho for the situation. Maybe it was because I was fresh out. I'm the hottest thing in the street right now. You know what I'm saying? And she probably was trying to lock me down before all these other hoes jumped on me. Who knows? It could have been motive at the motive at the motive. Whatever it was a motive behind it. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly why her energy changed when I declined her offer. You know what I'm saying? So to the bros, again, if you got a woman that just try and click in with you like that, like, yeah, come move in with me, woo, woo, woo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because it's like this on the flip side as well. You can move in and do that and cohabitate with her and all laughy, jokey, smiley. Y'all fucking good. You dicking her down, blah, 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 right? All it takes is that one argument, that one mishap, that one misunderstanding, and she'll put your ass out. And there ain't nothing you can do about it because you ain't on her lease, you ain't on her deed, you ain't on the title, you ain't on none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And she can just put your ass the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Now you out here in the cold because you put your trust into this woman. You know what I'm saying? You done moved all of your items, all of your collectibles, everything that you got. You done moved all of your shit into this woman's house. And y'all got into it. Then you be done came home, your shit be in the parking lot somewhere. She be done bleached your clothes, cut your shoes up, or your shit might be on fire some damn where. Or, with all that being said, she could turn around and blast your ass on Facebook. Like you just some bum dusty ass nigga, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too many things that can go wrong with cohabitating with these women, man. So just be weary of that shit, you know. And that was my point of this whole video. Like, man, me and Kyra, we was cool, you know what I'm saying? And she always was digging me from the moment she saw me. But like I said back then, before I went to prison, me and her, we never like sat down on the couch and kicked it or none of that. We didn't really know each other. We was just young and we was outside. We every time all four of us linked up, me, Kyra, Sierra, Wine, every time all four of us linked up, it was either on the block or in the McDonald's Square. You know what I'm saying? And we'd just be outside talking, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know her like that to just be moving in her shit. Like, yeah, we known each other for a couple of years, but it wasn't never about nothing. We just kicked it here and there. You know what I'm saying? Me being at her house after I got out of prison, that was the first time me and her ever sat down and kicked it for real. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she still don't know me. It's like, yeah, we known each other for a couple of years, but we really don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Now let me flip that on this flip side, right? Even though I wasn't on none of that type of shit at all. You know what I'm saying? But she don't know. I could have been in prison on some freaky shit with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you quick to move a nigga in your shit and you don't know what the fuck I could have been on while I was up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just too many things wrong with that situation. And I would have understood if like I spent the night for a couple of nights, you know, we went and hung out, you know, went on a date or something like that, and then she hit me with the one. But it wasn't nothing like that, man. I came over, we kicked it about a good hour. I smashed, we went to sleep, woke up the next morning, eggs and bacon. Here, move in. Nah, baby, your ass tweaking. The type of time you on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on parole and shit. You can get mad at me and call my PO. You know what I'm saying? Try and get me violated. You can call the hook on me. All type of shit. Nah, you're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So again, to the bros, be weary of these women that try and get you to move in with them real quick like that. There's some type of motive behind it. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what it could be. I could have been sitting there kicking it, smoking a blunt, and the motherfucking door just could have unlocked. And it could have been her little side nigga, ex nigga, whatever. It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? Nigga could have came in there, seen me sitting on the couch smoking a blunt. Nigga could have upped and smoked my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know what these birds be having going on. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman hits you with a line like that, and you know you don't really got no real history with her, again, me and her, we ain't even went out on a date. You know what I'm saying? And she trying to get me to move in. Like, nah, man. So if you faced with a situation like that, trust me, my dude, don't do it. Matter of fact, even if y'all is like that, don't do it. Cause all it takes is that one wrong move and she could dismiss your ass. And it ain't gonna be nothing you could do. Why? Because your name ain't on shit, my nigga. How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.